here. Graham, I'm making you the host just in case I lose this. So make host Graham. All right, feel free to go ahead and you should have sharing of screen access, everything.
All right, let me see if I can share my screen.
Appreciate that, Marcus, by the way. Just drop me an email, buddy, or a message on Facebook is better because email is just going to bounce back to you.
2 seconds. Share screen. Here it is. Share. All right. Can you see my screen? There is a nodding there. All right. All right. All right. So, well, hello, guys and girls, if there are any girls. Tonight or today or tomorrow, in the morning. It's morning here. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. So excuse me if I'm babbling. But now we are going to talk about Linkwheels and how to create Linkwheels. Last week we created a simple HTML web page that looks like this: roof repairs, roof restoration. And this HTML page was published to Amazon S3 last week. And today I'm going to reuse this page actually to create a link wheel to point to the same money site. So Graham, could you please insert into the chat the URL that we're going to target? Because it's going to be the same as last week. Thank you. So, but before I start, let me show you, or let me talk a little bit about what a link wheel is. So what we're talking about here is link building. It's building backlinks to your website. So you have your money site here. Let's make it green, node style, background. Let's make it green because it's a money site. So we have your money site here, and then you want to build as many backlinks to your money site as possible. So what you normally do is that you either build do-follow backlinks on your own and manually, or you have a tool like SEO Autopilot or Money Robot or GSA or Ranker X or whatever they are called to build these links. And thank you, Graham. And there's a special kind of link construction that's called a link wheel. Yeah, that's it. Yes. And a link wheel is simply let me see here. Cloud page 1. A link wheel is a set of pages or profiles or whatever that link together in a special manner, like this. We'll see here. Cloud page 2. Cloud page 3. I'm going to show you this with a 3-page example. So it's not really a wheel, it's actually a linked triangle, but let's not go into details here. Let's see here. So Cloud page 1 links to Cloud page 2. So somewhere in the text on Cloud page 1, there's a link, to Cloud page 2. And somewhere inside of the page, Cloud page 2, there's a link to Cloud page 3. And somewhere inside of Cloud page 3, there is a link to Cloud page 1. Now that doesn't do us any benefit because 1 is linking to 2, 2 is linking to 3, 3 is linking to 1, but nobody is linking to our money site yet. So what we're doing is we are linking out from Cloud page 3 or 1, it doesn't matter, but either one of these pages is linking out also to the money site. So why do we want to do this? Well, now we have the combined backlinking power of 3 pages all accumulated into 1 page that's then linking back to our money site. So we all agree that a link, this is a backlink. A backlink has power. It has link authority or link use. I don't like that name, but it has some kind of link authority. And if you build 1, 2, 3 backlinks, you get 3 times the link authority. That's collected into only one backlink pointing to your money site. So now I've shown the most simple example I can make, that's of 3 pages. But you could extend this to 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages, 10 pages, 20 pages, 50 pages. So why don't we do that? Well, first of all, if you're going to do it manually, it takes a lot of time, as you probably would have guessed, because if you watched last week's episode, you can see that it can take some time if you're doing it manually. But the other thing is that Google introduced something called I don't know what they call it, but every time there's a link construction like this, where you link in a row or in a series or in a wheel or something like that, this link, the power of the first link is not 100% when it comes to the second link. You know, this power is getting transferred through to the second link also, but only like 85% of the power. So imagine if you have a link wheel of 50 pages, then when you come back to page 1, you still only have, you know, the power of the last 5 or 6 links, something like that. So Google introduced this kind of link reduction when it comes to link wheels, because they don't like these link wheels, because they work so well, and they still work well, but you have to, you know, keep yourself restricted to 5 or 6 or 7 pages. I'm building link wheels of 5 to 6 pages, and that works very well. So I recommend that you do that also. So I'm going to show you how to use cloud pages, but the natural question is, well, are we restricted to cloud pages? No, we're not restricted to cloud pages. You can also build link wheels by using Twitter Moments. Twitter Moments 1. And you could also use Twitter Moments 2 and Twitter Moments 3. So if you have an active Twitter account and you know how to make Twitter Moments, you can actually build link wheels by building Twitter Moments in a circle like this. Does it work? Yes, for sure this does work. It's extremely powerful. I would say that it's actually Twitter Moments linked wheels are actually more powerful than cloud page linked wheels if you do them correctly. But what about other kind of properties? What about Google Sites? Yes, you can use Google Sites, and yes, you can use. Well, you can use money page. You can use pages on your own money site. You can actually build a link wheel inside your own money site by having 3 text pages or 5 text pages, then interlinking them in a link wheel. And then one of the pages has 2 outgoing links. You see here, the signature of a link wheel is always that one of the pages has 2 outgoing links. You know, one link that stays inside the link wheel and one link that goes back to the money site. And you could do this on your own website. That also works. And if any of you know Carl Roof, he's talking about virtual silos. He's talking about interlinking, and he's actually he never mentioned. I never heard him mention the name link wheel, but he's actually, I can see in his link constructions, the reason it works is actually because he's building these link wheels in his own silos. So that's why it works so well. He never mentioned it though, but so Twitter Moments, cloud pages, you know, Google Sites, whatever. And I have a tip for you now, because what I'm doing, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you an example of a page that looks like this. And then I'm going to build 3 copies of this page. And then I'm going to put it in the same bucket in Amazon, you know, just for example's sake. But it would be even better if the first page was, you know, cloud page 1, then the second page was, you know, this could be on Amazon, then this could be on Microsoft Azure, and this could be on Google Cloud, because then you have 3 different websites. It will make it a little bit more difficult for Google to detect the pattern, you know, Amazon, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure. Or you could also say, if you're being creative, you could say Amazon, Google, Twitter Moments. That would make it impossible for Google to detect the pattern, because how could they see this pattern? Amazon, Google Cloud, Twitter Moment, or Amazon, Google Site, Twitter Moment, whatever. It's only up to you. So Carl Roof, yes, that's the name, Carl Roof. Look him up. He has some extremely interesting videos. Carl Roof, he was the one that started with scientific testing of SEO techniques. 2 seconds. Carl Roof started the entire thing with the scientific testing of SEO techniques. What he does is that he makes a page of lorem ipsum text, and then he has one variable. It could be the H1 tag, and then he changes only the keyword in this tag, and all the other text is lorem ipsum. And then he isolates his SEO techniques to only one variable, so you can see if it works or if it promotes or if it reduces your rankings. So that's extremely interesting. Look him up. So let's go back. Let me just go into here and let me open my Amazon browser. And as always, if there are people watching this for the first time, I am using a tool called Amazon S3 browser, and it is for free. And it allows you to, I think this is actually, yeah, this is the bucket. Sorry, Amazon S3 browser allows you to very, very easy drag and drop files and buckets over folders and images over to your Amazon account. So it's much more easy than going into the back end of Amazon. I never do that. So let's see what we have here. Let's just copy this URL. Right click, generate web URL. It is here, copy. Let's open it in the browser. Let's see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. The URL is up here, roofing repair one. Oh, it's a copy. So, but I made 2 pages, roofing repair one, S3, blah, blah, blah. And it's linking into, what is it? It is linking into. Let's see here. It's linking into roofing Gold Coast.net.au. So this is the target website, right? Okay. So what we are going to do now is we are going to make 3 copies of roofing repair. Let me see here. Let me go back to my bucket here. I have roofing. I have roofing repair. I have 2 pages or 2 files here. Let's see here which one of them is working the best. Roof repairs. It was in this one. I'm just inspecting what I did best. Yes, this is the one. Okay, this is the one that's working the best because I have the logo. If you remember from last week, I struggled a little bit with the logo. But and then I have up in the menu here, I have a link to the money website, and then I have a link to the Google My Business profile or the Google Maps URL, sorry. If I'm clicking on it, I'm going over here to the Google Maps profile. And then I have some links here, jump links, etc. So this is what it looks like, and and you have the maps embedded. Oh, the YouTube video embedded, and you have the maps embedded. So what I will be doing is so this was the one, right? Yes, it's called roofing. So what I will be doing now is I will be creating the link wheel, and I'll be taking 3 copies of this this page here. Copy 1, copy 2, copy 3. So I will rename it first. Roofing 1. And when you are naming your HTML files, be sure to not have any spaces in the names, because it will look a little bit funny up in the Google Chrome browser. And let me rename this to copy 2. And let me rename this to copy 3. 3. All right. So let's go back to see what it is that we are building. We are building this construction here. So we are building cloud page 1 is going to link to cloud page 2, and that's going to link to cloud page 3. All right, so let's start with cloud page 1. Let me just minimize all my windows here. Only to open my trusty HTML editor called Sublime Text 3. That's also another free tool that you can use. Open file. So we are opening roofing 1. And the good thing about reusing this template is that we already have all the keywords. As you can see here, we have the canonical. I would need to rectify this, but we have all the local business schema, and we have there's a lot here that I made last time, and then we have all the web page schema that we made last time, and we have actually everything. So this is an example, guys. So I will not take the time to, or should I make the time? Let's see, it's only 6:21. Okay, so I can take the time. It's a little bit boring to watch me replace the text, but I can do it. What I did before we started, I actually took the entire text of this guy, and then I went into a tool called Spin Rewriter, and then I spun the article, and I generated another unique article based on the original text. So what I will do is I'll just simply, it's going to take me a minute. It's a little bit boring to watch, but when you're making these link wheels, what is important is that you don't copy the text exactly as it is, because of course you can do that and you're not going into jail if you're going to do that. But what's going to happen is if you put the exact same copy, the exact same text on this page, and this page, Google will not rank them. They will never appear in the rankings. I've tested this so many times. And even if we are saying that there's no such thing as a penalty for duplicate content, and there's probably not, it's not a penalty, it just won't rank. So I mean, you need to have fresh content on these 3 pages in order for them to appear in the Google rankings. And just to be sure that we're not making this exercise to make these guys appear in the Google rankings, we are making this exercise to boost this money page. So, so they still pass link juice or link authority, because I've also tested that. They just don't appear in their rankings, but they still pass juice, just to be sure. So let me go into my article spin writer. And just do like this. And see if I can manage my screen. So I have the article spin writer on the right and my HTML editor on the left. Okay. So I have a unique article. Roofing restoration work. Let's just make this window a little bit larger. Yes. All right, I hope you're with me, guys, still. So what I will be doing now is I will be going through this spun text and on the right and replacing the text on the left. So I'll just take this, copy, replace. Copy, replace. And as you can see, and then I'll just click Control S, save. It's not so exciting to look at. I know. I don't know where this is. I'll just copy this. I don't see these 2 dots over each other anywhere, but just copy this, Right. Okay. I think you get the picture. I will not be doing this because it's simply too boring. But you get the picture, guys. If I open roofing one now, where is it? If I open roofing one and compare it to the original roofing, sorry. So this is the original roofing, roof repairs, what are the benefits? And roofing one says, roof repairs, what are the benefits of good roofing company? Here it is. I don't know, this seems pretty similar to me. Have I opened the correct one? Roofing one? Did I press save? You get the picture, guys. The idea is to replace all the contents. Okay, which was because I was down in the file down here. So I was replacing this content, but you get the picture. I won't be doing that. It's simply too boring to watch. But what I will be doing is I will be interlinking. So what I need to do now is I actually need to produce the URL of the first page or the second page, something like that. So, and let me show you why. So we'll go back here in the browser. So this is the URL of the roofing file. So we will now have a, what did we call it? We'll have a roofing one file. And then we'll have a roofing two file. And then we'll have a roofing three file. So this is where you need to be focused, because roofing one will link to roofing two will link to roofing three, and roofing three will link to roofing one and roofing. No, and not roofing. And no, the Gold Coast website, right? I'll just have this URL. So what I will need to do now is I will need to correct this file so it links to this file, and then correct this file so it links to this file, and then correct this file so it has two links, one to this file and one to the money page, right? So let me go into, okay, so let me go into roofing one. So what I will be doing is that if you remember last week, we have a link in the header, the H1, that's going back to the money page. So we will replace that. So let's see, where is the H1? Here it is. You see it links to the Gold Coast website. I'll simply take that and replace that with the link to our roofing two page. So I'm inside roofing one now, and I'm linking to my roofing two page. You can see I'm roofing one here and linking to roofing two. So then I'm going to open roofing two. And then I'll be going down to the H1 file or H1 tag. It's here, and it should link to roofing three. Which, and then I'm going to open my roofing three file. And I'm going down to the H1 tag. Where is it? It's here. And this is going to link to, I'm going to leave the link to the money page, because let's remember that page 3 has to link to the money page, and it also has to link to cloud page 1. So I'm going to leave the header in, or the link in the header to the money page. And we are inside Roofing 3 now. But then I'm going to introduce another link. Let me introduce it. Let's see. Let me introduce it here. And now I'm going to write some HTML code. And if you don't know that, then who are you and what are you doing here? href is equal to, and then the URL. I'm going to do it first, and then I'm going to explain to you afterwards why I'm doing it. All right, I'm done now. So what I just did was I introduced a hypertext, an HTML anchor text link inside of the text to Roofing 1. And I'm inside Roofing 3. So I now have two outgoing links from Roofing 3. I have an outgoing link to the money page, and I have an outgoing link to Roofing 1. And the reason I'm writing this, smaller than a and then a space href is equal to all this blah blah blah, and this is just because this is the way that you are writing or typing out HTML hypertext links. And yeah, so you can just pause if you want to see how to do that. So let's see. We're actually done now. So the next thing I need to do is I need to upload these to Amazon, and then I need to test if what I did was actually correct. So what I will simply do now is I will simply take my 3 pages. I will copy them and I'll drag them over. And then I'll need to make these 3 pages public also. Let me see here. Make public, apply changes, reload, refresh. So let's take this guy here. So you can see the URL here, copy, see it. And isn't it nice that we have the logo and we have the background image, and we have that because we reused, the HTML page. So we are kind of like inheriting all the links to the images and etc. So that makes it much more easy. So let's see here if we have any outgoing links. Yes, we have outgoing links to, let's see what we are linking to. We are linking to page 2, yes. So let me click here. We are linking to page 2. See here, Roofing 2. And we are linking to 3. You can see it's 3. And I could be linking to the money page. Let me just click. And this is the money page, all right? So I'm just clicking back. And I should have there's an HTML link here. Can see this. Roof repairs, what are the benefits of a good roofing company? And roofing company is an anchor text link that's going to Roofing 1. Okay, so Roofing 1 links to Roofing 2, links to Roofing 3, links to Roofing 1. Can you see this? So what we have created now is we have created this construction here. 1 is linking to 2, is linking to 3, is linking to 1. Okay, so there are more details to this because what I noticed is that if I do like this, this up here is a plugin to Google Chrome that allows me to inspect for do follow or no follow backlinks, but outgoing links in my pages. I use this all the time. So now it's enabled, so I can see, of course, I have the link in the logo, and then I have the link, the menu links, and then I have this link, and then I have the contact us links. These are internal links, so they kind of don't count in this respect. And then, of course, I have the footer links down here that don't go anywhere, of course. So in order for this is a very important detail, because in order for this construction to work the best, the reason that it works is because all of the link authority of one page is channeled into one link, into the next page. So what does this mean? It means that it's not very good if you have 25 other outgoing do-follow links, to other pages, because what's transferring the link use or the link authority are the do-follow backlinks. So in order for this to work the best, only one do-follow link is allowed in these pages. So let me go back to page 1, roofing 1. The logo link, that's okay, but we'll need to actually delete the menu item links, and we'll need to delete at least also the contact us link. So let me go into the HTML file again. So you can see here, this is I'm in roofing 1, and I have the link to the appointments. I'm just simply deleting this. So now I took care of one of the outgoing, do-follow links. And then I have the navigation menu, and I'm simply going to delete that. I'm simply going to delete this. 2 seconds. I'm simply going to delete the link. Good. And I'm going to delete this link also. Good. Control S, and then I'll need to just re-upload the roofing 1 into the browser. And this is a very important detail, guys, because if you don't take care to observe what you're doing, like I just did, then you will not get the full effect of the Linkwheels. So that's why it is very important. So let's refresh. So you can see the contact us link disappeared, and so the links up here in the menu item, they disappear. So now it's only linking back to itself, and that doesn't matter. That's actually beneficial for the on-page SEO. What's the name of the Chrome extension to see links? I think it's called nofollow. Patrick, I can see that it's called nofollow. So yeah, you'll have to look in the Chrome web shop for that. So let me just edit page 2 and page 3 also. Page 2. Okay, so we need to delete this link. And if you have any questions to why I'm deleting these links now, then please ask, because it's an extremely important detail in order for these link wheels to work with the maximum power. Right. Good. And I'm deleting this guy here, but good. And then I will be deleting the contact us link. Good. And let us upload them. Roofing 2 or 3 also. And let's make them public. And let's apply the changes. Did we apply? Yes, and let's reload. All right. So then let's reload roofing 1. I'll link it to roofing 2. It has no contact us link, and the links are linking to roofing 2, through menu items. And the link in roofing 3 is also gone here. So I'm linking back to roofing now. Patrick is writing in the chat, using nofollow links won't work either. It's better to just delete the other do-follow links instead of making them nofollow. That is correct, Patrick, because even if the outgoing links are nofollow, it shouldn't matter for the link wheel, but just in case, have as few outgoing links as you possibly can have in these pages. So if it's no follow, of course it shouldn't matter because it's only do follow links that are passing link authority. But either way, yeah. So what I did now is I created a link wheel. I created a link wheel of 3 pages, and they're pointing to the Gold Coast. Let me just disable the plugin here. And from 3, let me go over to the Roofing Gold Coast webpage. So even even if the content on these 3 pages is almost identical, it's 99% identical, because I just copied the HTML page. I can still index them actually, but it would take some time. And what I'm doing, if I really struggle with indexing web pages, what I do is I send them to 4 indexing service. I use, let me just type in the chat what I use. I use Omega Indexer, and then I use Power Indexing .online. Then I use .online. Then I use Speedlinks, I think it's called. Then I use SynBite. And then I just started using a service called indexing. Indexmenow.com. So I'm actually using 5 indexing services, and it's completely crazy that it's even necessary. But Index Me Now, it's extremely expensive. And what's special about Index Me Now is that it actually works. So I uploaded 53 cloud links, and they had an indexing success of 47%. So, but I only paid for the links that got indexed. I didn't pay for the remaining 28 links, and they credited those to my account. So Index Me Now is extremely expensive, but it works. Kind of like 47% of the time in this case, and 71% of the time in this case. The only downside of Index Me Now is that it costs a lot. I think almost $1 per URL. So only use, of course, Index Me Now if it's extremely important for you to get them indexed. So these are the indexes that I use. And if I really want to get my pages indexed, I tweet the URLs and make Twitter moments of them. 5 to 10 to 15 Twitter moments pointing to, from different Twitter accounts, pointing to one cloud URL, that will get them indexed for sure. 99% guarantee, not 100, nothing is 100. But even if they are identical, if you make a lot of Twitter moments, they will get indexed, even if they are identical. But of course, you'll need to know how to create Twitter moments. So let's see here. It's 43 minutes into the presentation. I am done now with my presentation. So let me know, guys, if you have any questions. Now is the time to ask questions. And if there's no questions, then I will have been perfectly pedagogical. All right, so Scrapebox, yes, Scrapebox. Okay, let me just take a cup of coffee. So let's take a look at this diagram here, because the reason, let's go back to the reason why we're doing this. The reason we're doing is because we want to transfer as much link power as possible into our money site to boost it. Does it work? Yes, it does work, because I can show you something. Let me show you my own website. Let me show you my blog posts. I think that all my blog posts, I only have 6 blog posts. Actually, I only have 5 blog posts because I didn't make this one yet. I just added the title. But all my blog posts are ranking either as 1 or in top 3 for the titles. And I used Linkwheels to boost them. So I'm ranking number 1. Of course, it's extremely long tail. I know. How to create Twitter moments in 2022. Oh, no, I don't want to print. Search from Google. How to create Twitter moments in 2022. I'm also ranking number 1, and I'm ranking above Twitter. So bye Twitter. I've actually beaten Twitter. And you can see I have an extremely large featured snippet up here because of special tricks I've done in the code. And let me see here. What is cloud stacking SEO? What is cloud stacking SEO? Oh, I'm not ranking number 1 anymore. Why am I not ranking number 1? I'm not even ranking on page 1. But my Google site is ranking. So something happened to my web page, my blog posts. Let me see how to use Twitter moments for local SEO. I'm ranking number 1. How I rank? It's, of course, this is also extremely long tail, so it doesn't really matter if I'm ranking number 1. I know, but I am ranking number 1. So what I did on all my blog posts, I only have 5, but on all my blog posts, what I did was I built Twitter moments, I built cloud pages, and I built Linkwheels. I do that for all my blog posts and also for my clients' blog posts. And it is effective. I need to investigate what happened to this page, why it disappeared. Perhaps I did it too much. But that's also an important point. If you do it too much, then it's not the entire site that disappears, but it's the blog post, but it can still come back. So I'll just need to investigate why it disappeared. So let's go back to this page. So Linkwheels work, and I know from my own and from my client side it works, but we can make it even more powerful. And we can make it more powerful by powering up these cloud pages. And we can do that by, let's see here, building scrapebox things. So scrapebox links, let's make it bigger, scrapebox, and let's make it let's make it yellow. So what I do is most of the times I build a campaign of scrapebox blog comment links, and I'm pointing them back to the cloud pages, cloud page 1, 2, 3, and I can actually do that just now. Good. Let me see here. I can build an example now because I have 3 URLs, right? Actually, I have 4 URLs because I also have the first one. So I have 4 URLs, right? Let's see here. So these are the 4 URLs that we want to boost. And we can now build the scrapebox campaign. So scrapebox, I think it's, could it be German? Or is that GSA? I don't know, but it's not very expensive, and it is here. And now I'm just going to, build a campaign, and then I'm going to show you. So I'm not going to explain you everything about scrapebox, but I see that we still have 10 minutes left. So scrapebox is not super expensive. I think it's $79 or $99 or something like that. So so you just go to search on the web for scrapebox price, something like that, and then you purchase it. And there's a lot of add-ons that you can purchase or plugins, and yeah. So, but it looks like this. And a prerequisite of using scrapebox is having proxies. So I always click on manage, and then I click on test my proxies, and then I see what's happening. If you don't know what proxies is a system where you are using the internet connection of another server. So you're not using the internet connection of your own computer, but you're using the internet connection of another server, another where, and I can see that I'm using service in Germany and service in the United States. So when I'm building automated links, I don't want my own computer, my own IP address to build these links. No. We want another IP address because my IP address will be banned by Google. So these proxies, they work. Safe proxies. Yeah, so they work. All the proxies work. So what Scrapebox is actually doing is that it's building block comment links. So if you don't know what a block comment link is, that, well, if you have a blog, kind of like my website, let me go to jespernissen.com. I have a blog, right? So I have a blog post and I'm talking about, how to create Twitter moments in 2022. So I'm kind of like showing inside of my blog how to, it is a how-to blog. So I'm explaining all the steps. And then I'm down here, down in the last step, step 10, share your Twitter moment, blah, blah, blah. And, but there's nothing below. I could actually enable comments on my blog. And then people could write, comments, and they could build links back to their own website from my website. And why would anyone want to do that? I don't know. I mean, if they have a big website and they are, celebrities, then of course they would like this because they can interact with their fans. So I'm not a celebrity, not yet anyway. So I'm greedy. I want all the link juice for myself. So I don't want any outgoing links from my blog post. But a lot of people actually do this for various reasons. And Scrapebox is a tool that allows us to actually, build links automatically. So it can build, 1,000 links in 10 minutes, something like that. Most of them will be no follow, but some will be do follow. So let me just go here. So what I will be starting to do is I'll click on name and email generator. If you are purchasing Scrapebox, then you can just, watch this part of the presentation and then simply do what I do, because that's what you need to do in order to build things. So you start to build or to click on tools. You start to click on name and email generator, and then you need to generate some names. And then you need to transfer these names to the poster names. Then you need to generate some emails. And these are fake emails. Just, as these are fake names, these will be fake emails. And then you click on transfer to poster emails. And the reason that you want to do this is because you're going to post on a blog. And when you're posting on a blog, you always need to fill in your name and your email. So this is what will be filled. Kelsey Orama with the email of searchniks@gmail.com will be the name. So close. And then you will need to write some comments, I mean, it's blog comments, so you need to write something. And let's say here we are roofing. No, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to Google. I'm going to enable my keywords everywhere. I'm search for roofing, roofing restoration. And I enable my keywords everywhere, and that allows me to actually take all of these long tail keywords, export them. And now I'm just showing you the workflow that you could use when building Scrapebox links. And I'm going to open my Excel sheet here. So these are the keywords. I'll just right click and copy. I'll just click Control-C as copy. And I'm going to Scrapebox and I'm going to insert. So why did I do this? Well, now I have all the blog comments that will be posted on the blogs that I built. And it's going to be relevant, comments, roofing restoration Melbourne, roofing restoration Brisbane. If Brisbane and Melbourne is not relevant, I can just delete. I don't know much geography where this website is located, but I'll just, roofing restoration Gold Coast. So I have 26 comments now. So I'll click here to save the text back to the Scrapebox comment links. So if I click this, then the comments are saved down here inside of this fields. I can click edit and they're still here. You can see. So what I need to, Patrick is asking, do you need to run Scrapebox also from a VPN, or are the proxies good enough? Well, I'm not running it from a VPN. I'm running it from my own computer. So, I mean, and Graham is writing VPNs are dirty, rotten IPs that Mr. Google hates, in my opinion, and he is correct. But at least it's not our own IP address that we are, making dirty. So now I built the names, the emails, the blog comments. So now I need the target websites that we're going to boost. So the target websites are these 4 pages here. We are copying them and we are clicking edits. Good. So these are the 4 target websites, and we're clicking here to save the text back to the Scrapebox. And then we click on blocks. The blocks are the actual, Scrapebox blocks. And this is where it's not so easy, because you need a list of Scrapebox websites or block websites that actually allows comments. And so I purchased my lists on Black Hat World, I think it's called. So, but if you don't have an account on Black Hat World, you can create an account there. It's free, and then you can search for Scrapebox links, something like that. That's what I did, and then I found these lists here. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just searching for the list that I want to use. I think this is the one. No. This is the one. Yeah, let me use this. So now I'm done, and I will click Start Poster, and then I'll click Start. So now it's interesting, because now you can see that these are all the blocks that allows comments. You can see the platform, it's a WordPress blog, and you can see if it is a success or if it is a fails. So most of these are successes, and I'm glad, because I actually paid for this list. And some will, of course, also fail. So now it's building links, and it's just building and building and building. And I loaded 3,213 URLs. And I have 16 proxies. So if you have, 100 proxies, of course, it'll be 5 to 6 times faster, of course. But of course, proxies is not cheap. So I only have 20 proxies, but then 4 of them turned bad. So now I have 16 proxies, but I'm actually thinking of upgrading to 100 proxies, because I don't have the patience to sit and wait for this. So, but anyway, this is just a test. I'm just showing you how it works. And yeah, and this is how it works. So let's see if I click stop. I can see that I already built 115 links now. Should we wait? No, let's click stop. Success. Can you share a way where we can buy proxies? And are these 4G mobile proxies or some other type? They are not mobile, 4G mobile. And what is it? Why can't I remember where I buy my proxies? It's just crazy. It's my own proxies. I don't remember where I purchased them. 2 seconds. Let me go into my mail. I'm showing you my mail. Confidential. Don't share what you're seeing. Proxiol. Yes, it's called Proxiol. Proxy, I'm just writing it here. Proxy. It's called Proxyol. That's where I'm purchasing proxies. I'm not sure I'm recommending Proxyol. I mean, if any of you guys has a proxy service that you think that's working, then by all means, I'm not married to Proxyol. It's just what I use, also because it's cheap, of course. Price is an issue. Let's see if I can, I built 126 links. I'm clicking close here. MCX, I can export all successful entries. What happened? Oh, it's over here. Export all successful entries as yay links. And let me open my desktop. Yay links. Okay, so let's inspect this link here. Let's see what it looks like. So this is Spanish or Portuguese. I'm not sure what language it is. And I can see that it's a blog and it has a lot of comments. I know this web page offers quality-dependent content extra data. And there's a link to wiredw.com. I don't know what that is. Let's see if we can find our comment here. It says successful, but I don't see our comment actually. Slot online via Bank Jago. Let's see this next guy here. This is actually fun. Normally I don't go in to inspect if I can actually find the comments that I built. So that's fun. Let's see here. Ah, here it is. Roofing and restoration services. March 8th. Is it us? That must be us. Yeah. And then a link. Yeah, a link back to roofing repair. S3. Blah blah blah. You see, Telma Hayes says roofing and restoration service of America Waxahachie. I have no idea what that is. And then there's a link back to roofing. Let's see if it's snowfall. Yeah, okay, it's snowfall, but still, it's a link. I mean, even if it's not much link juice, it's still, I mean, if you build 10,000 of these links, I know it moves your rankings. Scrapebox is pure spam. Pure spam. So this is for educational purposes only that I'm showing you this, because it is pure spam. I'm not encouraging you to build Scrapebox links. I am doing it, but just as long as you know it is pure spam. So black hat trick. Yeah. So yeah. How many Scrapebox links do you normally use? Well, I normally build 4,000 to 5,000 links, something like that in a campaign, Patrick. So I have a list here. So the list I just used, the list of blogs is a very good list because, more than half of the URLs is actually working. I'm normally building 4,000 to 5,000 links. As you can see, it's relatively quick to build, 100 links. And the good thing about these blogs is that all these blogs that we're building links on, they are indexed. So Google knows about this. So Google from time to time will come to visit these blogs, and then they will crawl all these links. So that will increase your chance of indexing also. Graham is writing, good channel to follow on Proxy, Patrick, and then there's a link to a YouTube video. So, all right, guys, now I am at the end of my show. Now I am at the end. So Scrapebox links, pointing them back to your, let me see here, connect to another node. So yeah, any questions, guys? Do you also use GSA and RankX? No, I don't. I just recently, not so many months ago, started using Scrapebox. I've been extremely slow to embrace all this automated business. So no, I don't. But I plan to. I have SEO Autopilot. Didn't use it yet. I plan to learn that, and I also plan to learn RankX. GSA. I also plan to learn that. When I will learn it, I don't know. So, but now I know how to use Scrapebox, and as you can see, it's super duper easy and super duper fast. So, yeah. Any more questions? It doesn't seem like it. What are you using to blur your desktop? I don't understand that question. What are you using to blur your desktop? I got an AppSumo tool called Blur. I don't know what that is, Patrick. I don't know what you mean by blurring my desktop. I know. Okay, part of my screen is grayed out. Okay, I don't know why that is. It's not something that I did on purpose, but okay. So yeah, people are leaving now. So yeah, I'm still answering questions. You can also see Graham. Yeah. You're welcome, Patrick. It's been nice talking to you guys. I will now shut down the presentation. Yeah, thank you. And I will see you all in the next week's presentation on cloud stacking SEO. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jesper. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem, Graham.